Hello, Greenlight Today family. I hope you are experiencing an abundance of blessings. Someone had shared a story with me about this man from Iowa, and he wanted to climb Mount Everest. Okay, so no offense to the people from Iowa, okay? But I think Iowa is pretty flat and has nothing but rows of corn, which, by the way, the corn is very tall, very beautiful. But I don't think there's any mountains, even high hills in Iowa. Yet this man had this vision a long time ago that he was going to climb Mount Everest. So what did he do? He gets a backpack and he fills it with 40 pounds, and he finds the tallest building in his city, and he begins going up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. And needless to say, he did get to climbing Mount Everest. And I was thinking how this man started where he was at. He didn't go off to get a special trainer in the beginning. He didn't go to a special place that had high mountains. He didn't go get fancy clothes. He took a step and he just started where he was at. He was at the beginning. There's a saying that says the beginning is always the hardest part, right? That's starting. And I'm still reading the book To Bless the Space Between Us by John O'Donohue, and he talks about beginnings. And I really love what he has to say about beginnings. Because, I think we're really afraid of beginning. Whatever that is that's daunting for us, we don't start. We envision it, we want it, but we just don't take that first step. And so he talks about that all beginnings frighten us because they seem like lonely voyages into the unknown. Yet in truth, no beginning is empty or isolated. We seem to think that beginning is setting out from a lonely point along some line of direction into the unknown. This is not the case. Shelter and energy come alive when a beginning is embraced. Once the commitment is made, destiny conspires with us to support and realize it. We are never as alone in our beginning as it might seem at the time. A beginning is ultimately an invitation to open towards the gifts and growth that are stored for us. To refuse to begin can be an act of great self-neglect. When I read that last sentence, to refuse to begin can be an act of great self-neglect, it really struck me. I think about the times when I feel weak and lonely and like, what is my purpose in the world? Maybe that's the time to ask myself, what is it that I have not begun? What is it that I should be beginning? What is it that I should let go? What is it that I should be willing to embrace? What change? And to know, as he says, that no beginning is ever lonely. Just the fact that we are beginning calls out forces that help us. I think about these movies, The Lord of the Rings, The Empire Strikes Back, I don't remember, The Jedi and all that stuff. Or any great tale, it always starts off with a person alone. But that person, as he or she makes the way, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Okay, yeah. Okay, so as this person makes their way, there's always something or someone that comes along that yellow brick road, that comes along that path and helps them get to where they need to be. Isn't that amazing? We never are alone in the beginning, because the minute we take that step, the energy from the universe changes, and what we need, who we need, how we need, when we need, begins to get answered. Sometimes I think we don't like the answer, or it's in a way that we are not accustomed to, which is why beginnings, as he says here, I read this last part, is that perhaps the art of harvesting the secret riches of our lives is best achieved when we place profound trust in the act of beginning. Risk might be our greatest ally. To live a truly creative life, we always need to cast a critical look at where we presently are, attempting always to discern where we have become stagnant and where new beginning might be ripening. There can be no growth if we do not want to remain open and vulnerable to what is new and different. I have never seen anyone take a risk for growth that was not rewarded 1,000 times over. We have to be open to risk and vulnerability. That is the beginning. But don't worry. The minute you take that step, your helpers, your guides will be there with you. Have a great day.